Israel strikes deep inside Lebanon, stating it targeted Hezbollah positions. Israel's military has said it launched airstrikes deep into Lebanese territory, stating it targeted Hezbollah positions north of Beirut amid escalating exchanges between the two sides. The Lebanese militia reportedly retaliated with a barrage of rocket fire. The Industrial Defense Forces announced several air operations in Lebanon, noting that warplanes had struck sites used by Hezbollah around the Bekaa Valley in the country's northeast. 3 strikes hit the village of Buday, around 55 kilometers northeast of the capital Beirut, and targeted a Hezbollah truck convoy, unnamed Lebanese security sources told the Associated Press. A Hezbollah official who spoke to the agency on condition of anonymity said that at least 2 fighters were killed in the strikes, adding that an Israeli munition had struck a food storage warehouse used for civilian purposes. Another unnamed Lebanese official added that a Lebanese Army regular was also seriously wounded in the raid and noted that the soldier's son had also sustained injuries without elaborating. The militia group later said it responded by firing 60 Katyusha rockets toward an Israeli army command center in the occupied Golan Heights, which Israel seized following a 6-day war of 1967. The strikes on Buday came after both Hezbollah and the Israel Defense Forces reported that an Israeli drone was shot down by a militia surface-to-air missile, with Israel's military stating that the UAV fell into Lebanese territory. Hezbollah identified the drone as an Israeli Elbit Hermes 450, typically used for surveillance and reconnaissance. While cross-border clashes have occurred between the armed faction and Israeli troops since the war in Gaza began last year, Israel Defense Forces operations have plunged deeper into Lebanese territory in recent weeks. The group says it will stop its attacks on Israel after a ceasefire is reached in Gaza. More than 200 Hezbollah fighters have been killed in the latest flare-up. Hezbollah Deputy Chief Sheikh Naim Qassem vowed further retaliation and boasted of the group's significant arsenal, saying, "If the Israelis go too far, we will retaliate more. All what we have used until now in the fighting is the minimum of what we own." Sweden to provide Ukraine with assault boats. The Swedish government has presented its largest military aid package to Ukraine to date, worth €630 million. This package is the 15th that Sweden has sent to Ukraine. Ultimately, it is about humanity and decency, Defense Minister Pål Jonson said. It is also about protecting values and interests that are important to Sweden and its own interests, he added. The support package includes 10 amphibious assault boats of the Stridsbat 90 class, 20 amphibious boats, underwater weapons such as mines and torpedoes, a number of anti-aircraft systems such as Robot 70, anti-tank robots of the TOW model, grenade launchers with ammunition, artillery shells, hand grenades, Carl Gustaf grenade launchers, medical equipment, ambulances. Pål Jonson said that the new support package is specifically tailored to Ukraine's needs. The aid package will add $96 million to the Swedish-Danish joint procurement of CV-90s to Ukraine. This means that Sweden and Denmark will jointly invest $385 million towards this goal, Johnson revealed. The minister noted that the package meets some of Ukraine's most pressing needs and is in line with the military capability coalitions that are taking shape within the Ukraine Defense Contact Group. Ukraine is not only defending its own freedom, but that of all of Europe. Sweden will stand with Ukraine for as long as it takes. Russia cannot be allowed to win this war, Johnson said. While not a NATO member, Stockholm plays an important role in the pro-Ukraine coalition. Swedish contributions to Kiev have included Archer self-propelled artillery systems, CV-90 infantry fighting vehicles, and Swedish variants of Leopard 2 tanks, STRV 122. Ukraine has caught up with Russia in production of attack drones. It will change situation on the front. Ukraine has caught up with Russia in the production of kamikaze drones, which are the analogues of Iranian-made Shahed attack drones. Alexander Kamyshin, Minister of Strategic Industries, said this. Kamishin said that the Ukrainian drones are similar to the Iranian ones in terms of the amount of explosives they carry, range, and other technical parameters. As of this year, our capabilities to produce such drones are as high as Russia's, he said. Kamishin added that Ukraine is also successful in the production of other types of UAVs. Everything that explodes in Russia is our achievement, Kamishin stated. Kamishin said that Ukraine's defense sector would grow sixfold this year. In total, 500 military-industrial companies are currently active in Ukraine. Of these, 100 are state companies and 400 are private ones. There are approximately 300,000 employees in the defense sector. Ukraine's ammunition production increased significantly in 2023. The number of mortar rounds produced increased 48 times and artillery shells 2.8 times. Kamishin also stated that one important goal for the year 2024 is to reduce the cost of weapon production. For example, the cost of effectively using an FPV drone should be $1,000. In addition, by 2024, the Ukrainian industry will be producing a significantly larger number of unmanned ground vehicles. Last year, we saw large-scale use of air and sea drones. 2024 will be the year that we see them on the ground, the minister said.